representatives of the government of Japan, members of the diplomatic corps, the deputy mayor of Tua City, distinguished guests. Konnichiwa, which means good afternoon. I'm grateful for your presence as we gather to mark a defining moment in our relation, in the history of our relations with Japan, with this opening of this embassy here. Mauritius established diplomatic relations with Japan in 1968. Since then, our relations have steadily flourished, anchored in shared values of democracy, the rule of law, and a mutual commitment to regional security and sustainable development. The opening of our embassy today should be placed in the context of our decision to implement a more dynamic international relations and forge closer linkages with our strategic partners. It is a matter of pride that today's event is taking place concurrently with two important events, namely TICAD 9 and Osaka Expo 2025. I wish to place on record our appreciation for the government of Japan for its assistance in providing us the opportunity to be present at the Osaka Expo. This is not our first engagement with the Osaka Expo. I recall that Mauritius was present under the leadership of the former Prime Minister Ramgoolam, who participated in the first Osaka Expo in 1970, just 2 years after independence. This symbolized not only our early entry into international exhibitions, but also the value we have long placed on our relationship with Japan. Distinguished guests, Japan has long stood at the beacon of modernization, innovation, and resilience for the world. For Mauritius, Japan has always been more than a partner. It is an inspiration, especially in view of its remarkable journey of economic transformation and technological leadership. Mauritians, or my generations, still vividly remember that a few months after our independence, Japanese fishing vessels featured prominently in our harbor. This presence contributed to the development of our fishing industry. Beyond fisheries, cooperation between our two countries has spanned across several other sectors, such as coastal management, meteorological services, health, maritime safety, disaster risk management, and education. Japan's generosity towards Mauritius has been reflected in a wide range of support over the years. This includes loans, budget support, grants for medical equipment, the donation of 6 high-speed boats for the National Coast Guard, as well as the new meteorological radar system. More recently, the government of Japan has agreed to extend a grant of 1 billion Japanese yen, which is approximately 308 million rupees, for the acquisition of a tugboat for the protection of our coastal areas. These forms of assistance speak volumes of Japan's enduring solidarity, for which the government and the people of Mauritius remain truly appreciative. Japan has, through its membership in different intergovernmental, political, and economic groupings, made a significant contribution to our socio-economic development. Indeed, the assistance provided by Japan to small island developing states in areas such as climate resilience, renewable energy, food security, and disaster preparedness has been instrumental in helping us navigate through complex global challenges. At the regional level, the support extended by Japan through the Indian Ocean Rim Association is highly valued. Distinguished guests, I was honored to have participated in the just concluded TICAD 9 today. I had an excellent bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister, Ishiba, where we discussed areas of cooperation, namely in energy, maritime security, ocean economy, and investment. I made a request to Prime Minister Ishba for Japan to assist Mauritius through a government-to-government agreement for setting up of a liquefied natural gas turbine. And I'm pleased that the Prime Minister positively responded to our request. TICAD remains a unique framework that places the advancement of the African continent at its heart. I hold with great respect the memory of my meeting with late Prime Minister Abe during the TICAD 5 in 2013, a leader whose dedication to Africa and the Indian Ocean continues to guide and inspire us. Distinguished guests, the establishment of this embassy in Tokyo goes beyond the expansion of our diplomatic network. It reflects the our recognition of the vital role that Japan plays for Mauritius and our determination to further strengthen and thus diversify our engagement. The embassy will be a key instrument in advancing economic cooperation with our two countries, facilitating trade and investment flows, promoting business partnerships, and position Mauritius as the strategic gateway for the Japanese investment into Africa. Today, as we open a new chapter of cooperation, I wish to extend my heartfelt appreciation to all those who have contributed in making this vision possible. We are particularly grateful to the Government of Japan, its Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and the Embassy of Japan in Mauritius. Thank you also, Mr. Ikeda, who, as our honorary consul, has done a remarkable work over all these years. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to declare the Mauritius Embassy in Japan officially open. Arigato.